Hello, and welcome back to Doomed. Not so solo playthroughs through Arkham Horror, the card game, with a focus on roleplay and storytelling. Feels good to say it, feels good to be back. I am joined once more by my co-investigator in chaos, the Crosshair.
Hola.
Hola! Oh, back from abroad, are we?
Yeah, little trip abroad.
Perfect. Somewhere...
Abroad
yeah, right, exactly. Somewhere Spanish.
to another town.
Oh, yeah, okay. But they
So
speak
exotic.
very exotic. It is. So is the person behind me, actually. Oh, okay. I kind of organized the art incorrectly here, I think. It's fine. Crosshair, welcome back to the stream.
Yo,
How are you doing?
I can wait to die again.
Yay! Yeah, I was gonna say. How do you feel about how Dark Matter went in the end? The last Doomed campaign we did together.
Overall, it went well. We didn't quite finish on a high note, but throughout it all, if we don't count the one redo,
Dream.
it went really well.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, that sounds. I don't know. I completely agree with that. I think it's funny. The ending kind of suggested that. I do know what you mean, and I agree with you. We were like quite close to something there at the end, but it felt almost like it was meant to be kind of hopeless anyway. I don't know. I'm not mad at how it turned out for Calvin and Carolyn.
Yeah, and also proved that Carolyn can become quite the machine.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Just gave her some XP and things started rolling.
Yeah. Speaking of XP.
Speaking of XP, we are starting a brand new campaign today here on Doomed, me and the Crosshair. We're going to introduce you to our investigators and so on soon. This is a fan-made campaign, Betrayal at the Mountains of Madness, based on H.P. Lovecraft's The Mountains of Madness, or what, Beyond, or whatever it's called, I don't know. Yeah. Do I want to say anything else before we get into it? Oh, Armitage is here. Armitage, welcome to Doomed. I am joined today by the Crosshair.
Hello.
Hello. Did you see the person behind me, Armitage? There you go. So Crosshair, maybe you have it open on a separate monitor or whatever, but I've got the sort of promo image for the campaign is like someone in a parka sort of screaming up at the sky, but they're currently hidden behind my chair. So it's just like a hood. It's great. Yeah, so before we introduce our characters and figure out what the heck is going on, let's get into it. Let's talk a little bit about Crosshair. What did you mean when you said speaking of XP?
Well, Jenny is back.
Jenny!
From her boat trip. And this is a campaign that is a veteran campaign.
Mm-hmm.
So we start with one trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Either or our choice, and then 5 XP.
Which was very generous of the creators, although that, of course, leads me to believe we're in huge trouble, but all right. Okay, 5 XP, that's pretty good.
Yeah, but that wasn't quite enough for me, so I also got Karen's Oboe, which means that if I'm defeated, I'm actually killed.
I'm trying to figure out, like, I'll be curious to know where Jenny picked up this relic that seems to provide her with additional, power and skills at the cost of, like, having made a deal with the devil, I guess? I don't know.
No, the Karen's Opal is the ferryman's pay, and she had to get out of the Atlantic Ocean somehow, so probably a bit of a Faustian bargain or something.
That sounds about right, actually. I can't help but wonder where the other passenger of that ocean liner went. Can't even remember his name now.
Yeah.
What was his name?
The other rich guy.
The other rich guy. Preston.
Yeah.
Preston.
Also, that's still not quite enough XP.
Oh, okay. That's a lot of XP. All right. What's going on?
also Jenny has been in the thick of it, so she also has 2 more trauma
Incredible.
just to get 3 more XP at character creation.
I mean, absolutely wild. So my understanding is you're starting scenario 1 on 8 XP and 3 trauma.
3
Is that correct?
trauma. Yeah. And if I'm defeated, I'm killed, so removed from the game.
But
And
the campaign's not necessarily over, so that's good.
yeah,
At
but
least.
after each scenario, I also get 2 extra XP, and then I have some cards in my deck that might play into this XP thing a bit more.
Ah, yes. Right. Okay, that's good.
So
Yeah, please tell me.
the deck was named Jenny or Nothing, I think. And that's about the idea here. So
That's it. Well, exactly. You either get all Jenny all the time or nothing. Death.
yeah.
In this case. We're joined as well now in the chat here by Reading Aloud. Hello, Reading. Welcome to Doomed. I'm sure you've already heard, but today I'm joined by the Crosshair.
Hello.
Hello.
So cookies. Or biscuits.
I want some biscuits too. What the heck? I had one of those classic tea biscuits the other, like I don't buy those anymore, but I used to have them a lot when I was younger, and I had one the other day, and it just, those memories came a-flooding back. Delicious. What was I gonna say?
Speaking of cookies.
Speaking of cookies, yeah, here's a snack. What? I don't know. Well, so we're going to... we'll be building and developing the story of how Dexter and Jenny kind of got together. We have an idea, but I think we'll kind of develop it as we continue as well. But for this campaign, I will be playing Dexter Drake, the Magician. I guess we should just briefly mention kind of abilities and stuff, Crosshair, and then I'll read the material on the back of my card as well. We can get a little sense of who they are. Yep. Dexter is a mystic rogue. During your turn, you can discard an asset you control to play an asset with a different title from your hand, reducing its cost by 1. So he can essentially... Ella. Sorry. Cats everywhere. Shoo shoo. There we go. He can... If you're watching on the VOD, you can skip this part. All right, there we go. He can turn one asset into another, like a magician, because that's his jam. And yeah, I'll do a little read on the back, Crosshair, if that's all right with you as well.
Yep.
Dexter Drake returned from the Great War to become a successful magician, enthralling audiences with his elaborate illusions and cunning stage tricks. Despite his meteoritic success, Dexter longed to discover, wait for it, true magic. He was intrigued by the burnt and torn scraps of occult writing he had found during the war, fragments of the infamous Necronomicon. Dexter used his wealth to search for the truth about this ancient lore, and what he found horrified him. He knows that he may well be the only person with the ability to stop evil from swallowing the entire world. Well, let's not get too overexcited here, Dexter, but the idea that he is a veteran of the Great War who returned home to become a magician, but has been obsessed with decoding these Necronomicon scraps and has sort of learned from it is very exciting to me, and we'll see how that figures into our campaign.
Yeah, and Jenny is, she has a lot of money, let's say it like that.
All right.
And every upkeep, Jenny gets 1 extra resource.
Easy.
And the star effect is for +1 for each resource you have, so...
So in theory, she could really... I mean, in theory, you could pull a star, an elder sign, and get like a +10 or +20 or something absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Which is...
Yeah, it's... And the deck is built around that also. And Jenny herself, of course, we know her from before. She's a rich socialite. And she's looking for her, I think it was little sister.
I think it's her sister, yeah, that sounds right.
Isabel. Yeah. So Isabel disappeared and Jenny got into the magical world of Doomed. And now she's trying to find her, and they wrote this stage musicians show, I think.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that there's probably this. I mean, we discussed this a bit before. The idea that she, of course, she's looking for her sister, and she's using her wealth to hunt her down, rather, and has enlisted the aid of this magician, magic, like literal magician, to assist with that, while he also is attempting to, further his goals, which I believe we're going to discover in this first scenario.
Yeah, the scenario might then also turn this all around, and we don't even know each other. But
no. I mean, I hope not. That'd be a real kick in the nuts. All right, let's have a little look around here. This is as I mentioned before, this is a fan-made campaign, so it's not an official FFG campaign, but it does look pretty snazzy. And they've got themselves a campaign guide right here. I'm going to sort of skip some stuff. Oh, here we go. It is 1935. The world has changed, and so have the investigators of Arkham. The Great Depression brought massive unemployment, while in Europe, fascism is on the rise. Oh boy, and specter of war once more hangs over the continent. Oh my god. The rate of technological change has never been higher, and new aeroplanes and steamships, Jenny has shuddered in the chat, are making the world smaller. Forbidding locations that seemed out of reach only a decade ago are ripe for exploration. Locations like, Antarctica, still untamed and mostly unexplored. But something ancient lies beneath the frozen continent. Cookies, maybe?
Yeah,
I hope so.
cookies are good.
So there's a
Ancient cookie card.
Cookie card. We've got all sorts of additional rules for this campaign in particular. We're probably only going to look at the keywords when we need to, because they won't all come up every scenario. Although I'll point out this first one does not bode well, Crosshair. There's this new keyword here, like abducted. Your allies can be stolen away from you, right? Kidnapped. Pretty intense.
Luckily, it's only the story assets, I hope.
Well, I guess we'll see, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll read this at a later time. I'm going to continue down, if that's all right with you. Let's see. Keywords, 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 keywords. Enemies attacking enemies. That's exciting. Blah, blah, blah. Investigator allies. Campaign setup. Okay, so yes, we were a veteran of a previous mythos, so we start with 5 XP and a choice of trauma. Prologue. Symposium on the Paranormal. 7:30 p.m., October 12th, 1935, in Sever Hall, Harvard Yard, Cambridge, Massachusetts. Keynote address by the one, the only, Professor Henry Armitage, Dean of Academic Affairs, Miskatonic University, author of Supernatural and Preternatural Occurrences in New England. Investigators with the Miskatonic trait should read the following. Now, I'm pretty sure neither of us have that trait. Can have a little check around, but I'm pretty sure I am a sorcerer and a veteran, but not a Miskatonic.
Yeah, Jenny is a drifter.
A drifter! Sweet. Oh, sorry, reading. That's Crosshair's hand. But the orange is not there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong at all. Woo! Investigators without the Miskatonic trait should be okay. A conference on the supernatural being held at a respected institution of learning that isn't the Miskatonic University is a rare thing indeed in these modern times. While not strictly speaking an academic, through your contact with Professor Armitage at MU, you were able to book attendance. Too few people know the truth, and perhaps a more respectable academic interest in the subject will alert the world to the very real threats that face it. Now this totally reads to me, Crosshair, that Dexter, has only just kind of started on his journey into the occult. He's been working on his magic, but he's contacted Professor Armitage for like additional tutelage, I guess, tutoring in the arcane arts. This makes perfect sense. All right. You arrive in Cambridge and fall in with the Miskatonic lot as they exit the subway and head for the building that hosts the symposium. Strange for a conference to begin in twilight. For the most part, the academics seem in high spirits, speaking of their reputations and future knowledge exchanges. but one or two of them have a haunted look that you know well. The look of someone who has already seen too much. Oh boy. Scenario 1, Boston Red Line. An hour of profoundly awkward networking and an introduction from one of Harvard's deans later, Professor Armitage begins his speech. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor indeed to be invited to speak here at this august institution, the first and oldest in our great nation's history. I would like to start by thanking the sponsors of this event, the Star Chamber Foundation of... He is interrupted by a series of loud bangs. All the doors to the hall have been slammed shut, and standing before them are armed men dressed like gangsters, or perhaps federal agents. People jump to their feet in confusion and begin shouting, but a burst of gunfire brings silence. At the front of the room, Professor Armitage is pushed to join the crowd by one of the agents. The man at the front speaks with a distinct Afrikaans accent. Now you can tell I hadn't previewed this because I'm not planning on doing any Afrikaans accents. Thank you very much. But yeah, this is great. The Star Chamber Foundation thanks you for your attendance. We recognize your great intellect and knowledge of the supernatural. Remain calm, and you will not be harmed. The crowd does not remain calm. Several members of your group, including Professor Morgan, produce concealed weapons. Oh shit! And a firefight breaks out. The agents seem reluctant at first to fire on the crowd, and you are able to fight your way to an emergency exit in the confusion and break it open. Academics flood out into the night in a chaotic stampede. The flight back to the subway is a blur, but you find yourself staring at a chained gate and the words, "All trains cancelled," mocking you while submachine gun fire is audible behind you. Professor Wilmarth somehow breaks open the chains, and you flee down the tiled steps. You pause for a moment on the platform to catch your breath, but more gunfire drives you down onto the tracks to escape. Before you can stop them, the rest of your group have scattered into the darkness of the subway tunnels. Easily the most exciting opening of any Arkham campaign I've ever been a part of.
And probably for Jenny, it's like, oh, we're doing this again.
No, okay, sure. Whereas I think...
Gunfire at a gala.
Yeah, gunfire at a gala. How gauche, how last season. Whereas I think, you know, Dexter's like, he's ready to fight, but he hasn't been in a fight for, well, going on almost 15 years now, probably, since the end of the First World War. Okay, setup instructions for the tabletop simulator version. Each investigator begins play at Harvard Station. Let's do that. I'm going to move myself over there. Please tell me it's not the one on the left. Of course it is. Never mind. Why would I even... Good times. Prepare the academics as followed. So there's a Miskatonic Day Out deck. So that's all the various scholars and things. Find each card in the deck that shares a name with any investigator being played and remove it from the game. Now, we're not Miskatonic, so I don't think it's going to come up, but I will just quickly search for Jenny. No. And Dexter. No. Okay, so that's
I
good.
was actually going to take Ursula, so...
Oh, woo! So, well, I was going to say lucky, but not really lucky, just like, that could have been fun too. Okay, shuffle the remaining cards and deal out a total of 7 per player, so 14. The Academics deck. Shuffle the Academics deck and place 1 card per player face down beneath each location. Place cards underneath South Station under last. Shuffle the Encounter deck. Okay. So I'm going to do that. Crosshair, we're going to count out 14 academics that have vanished into the subway tunnels. Woo! There we go. And then if you want to start dealing those, it's 2 per location. Yep. Whee! We're figuring that out here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do count the first one. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that annoying? The ally trait. Many cards in this scenario count or target allies. Some of the cards only count or target specific kinds of allies, so unique ones, story ones, blah, blah, blah. Be careful to only count or target the cards specified. Remember, cards with the ally trait don't fill the ally slot unless they have an ally slot icon. Fine, whatever. Okay, right, story assets. We may gain control of story assets. You control them, but you don't own them. If they leave play, they get discarded to a special pile. That makes sense. Cool. Ooh. All right, so we're starting here at Harvard Station. There is a treachery and a big, beefy, scary enemy here, which is something horrible. I guess we'll read the agenda in the act first, and then we'll look at what we're dealing with. Shuffle the encounter deck. Okay. Agenda 1A, Distant Piping. The southbound tunnel leads under the river and into Boston. There are several more stations along the route. There must be a way out somewhere in that direction. A strange sound emanates from the northbound tunnel. It's almost musical, like piping or whistling, but something about the tone and cadence is deeply unsettling. It's some way off, but getting rapidly closer. I don't like it. I really don't like it. Act 1A. All trains canceled. The panicked academics have fled into the dark tunnels. You need to find them and regroup. So there's a free trigger here to spend a clue, randomly draw a face-down card beneath your location, which is the various allies that we just put there. Choose an investigator at that location to put it into play under their control. Objective, if as a group we control 2 or more, then we advance.
Yeah, ally story assets.
Ally story assets, sorry, yes. Yes, which are presumably those folks. What are we dealing with over here? Okay, the skull minus X, the number of ally story assets you control. The cultist is 0.
Yeah.
And the elder thing is -2. If there's an unengaged elder thing at your location, either you fail automatically, or it attacks you. Oh, no, sorry, or it engages you. My apologies.
Yeah, I had to take a look. There's only one.
Okay.
One elder sign, one tentacles.
That's not too bad, I guess. We're going
and
to...
then the usual.
And then the usual absolute garbage. We're starting here at Harvard Station. I'll just look at these things really quickly. It starts with this platform Crossfire scheme attached, which is obviously the agents pursuing us, firing their submachine guns down into the subway. If there are no investigators at this location, discard this card. Forced, when you end your turn at this location, take a damage. So if you don't run, you get shot.
Yeah.
Sounds good. And this enemy here, keeping parallel to you through the tunnels, some kind of huge creature is dimly visible in the distance. Is it allied with your human pursuers, or something else entirely? This is Bosch? I don't know why it has a name, but that's okay. It's a monster elder thing, Star Chamber elite enemy. 3 combat, 8 health, 3 evade. It is aloof, and a hunter, and an abductor. So I guess we'll have to look up what that does. But aloof means it doesn't engage us. A hunter means it comes with us. It sort of pursues us. And then it also says, for every 2 damage on this enemy, increase its fight value by 1 and reduce its evade value by 1. Okay. So
yeah,
the more you hit it, the angrier it gets, but the easier it gets to run away. That is correct reading. It is Bosch is indeed the name of a washing machine manufacturer.
Yeah, the abductor keyword, whenever an ally asset leaves play, such as being defeated at a location where any card has the abductor keyword, that asset is abducted instead of being discarded.
Okay. That I mean, it makes so they're essentially kidnapping things, right? Like you said.
Yeah.
So whenever an ally asset leaves play, okay, so it's abducted. What does abducted mean? Place it in an out-of-play pile of abducted cards. Creatures cannot be abducted. So if you had a cat or a dog or whatever, they can't be taken. I suppose that makes sense.
And other copies of unique face-up ally assets that have been abducted cannot enter play.
Right.
So if you have someone unique, I can't play it because it's abducted.
Right. So yeah, exactly right. If they take your, I don't know who, Dario Elamine or something, you can't then be like, oh, but I have his twin brother right here.
Yeah.
Although honestly,
Wario.
I would rule that you could at that point. That's hilarious.
I
Yeah.
don't know how we get them back, but
This is the question. Well, I've saved everything and we're all ready to start. The objective is to get some unique ally story assets under our control by spending clues and getting them. And hopefully avoiding getting shot here. Shall we?
there's a lot of keywords and stuff, but we'll get to those.
Yeah, exactly. We'll figure it out as we go. That's true. I think it's time for us to draw our opening hand. So, folks, have fun.
Oh,
Yes?
we only have the upkeep button.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why, but they got rid of the draw button for some reason.
Okay.
I saw that. Yeah, isn't that annoying? But you can press the number keys to draw that many cards as you hover over the deck, which is pretty good. That was taught to me by a friend of the stream. Cobalt, was it? Anyway. All right, folks. Let's draw our opening hand. Let's get doomed. See what we got going on here.
Oh, number keys don't work for me like
Oh,
that.
no. What a disaster. Oh. I don't really want those right off the bat. So I'm going to mulligan. It's a weakness. A classic. There we go.
Oh. This is... Ooh.
Ooh, good?
It's... How do you feel about starting really, really, really hard and fast?
A little scared, frankly, but I'm probably okay.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. Let's have a look at our location here, and then we might end up running off into the sewers, potentially. Who knows?
Yeah, I need to just... are we planning to fight that thing?
That's a great question. I probably won't right away. I think if we eventually decide that it's worth going after, we can work together to sort of, engage it and beat on it and evade it maybe a bit and that sort of thing. I'll be ready to help evade.
And I'm gonna toss let God sort them out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's a bit early for that.
Reading aloud is correct. It's always good to ask before doing anything. Dexter Drake, the magician. And Jenny Barnes.
Yeah, I guess we'll go with this then.
Works for me.
You're gonna hate me soon, but
Well, let's look at Harvard Station here, and we'll see if I'm sure you're right, but the pitch black tunnel mouth reveals nothing of what lies ahead of you. Yeah. Oh, right, it doesn't auto place clues. Okay, that's fine. Whoops. All right, what do we got here? This is a 2-shroud, 2-clue location. Gunfire drives you away from the exits. Forced. When an investigator is defeated at any location, each ally asset controlled by that investigator is defeated. Sure.
well, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, right? That makes it.
Oh, right. But there's story ally assets and stuff like that.
Exactly, and I think if they're defeated, they might end up getting abducted, depending on who's there, abducting them, right? That's possible as well.
Yeah, and if I get defeated, I don't care.
But... well, I certainly don't have a super great start. If I go first, I can get us a bit of money, which might be of value. I don't know how you feel about that.
You do need to move away from here.
Yes, I'm feeling okay about potentially taking a couple gunshots.
Yeah. So,
All right. Well then,
yeah, you can
if that's all right with you,
shoot
then
for
I
me.
will.
Yeah.
I will indeed start. Let's see. So I think the first thing, Dexter's run down the stairs here. Just behind probably Jenny Barnes, who's like leading the charge. He's, needs to find some of these academics as they ventured off into the tunnel, but he doesn't know what the heck he's gotten himself into. But he makes a promise to himself. He kind of looks up to the sky and like asks for guidance, and asks for protection. This Faustian bargain here puts 2 curses in the bag, which I will put 2 in there. And then investigators at your location gain a total of 5 resources distributed as you wish. I will take... I'll take 2, and I'll give Crosshair 3.
I'll take it.
Yeah, because
I
then...
need it.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, like, that might be of value. Because then the next thing that I'm going to do is Dexter manages to grab a hold of someone that he's been kind of like awkwardly speaking with a little bit here and there. David Renfield is a strange academic who studies the end times. He is always, doom and gloom. Dexter doesn't know him very well, but he's at least hoping that he'll be able to like assist him in getting out of here. I'm going to do this right away. I'm going to exhaust him, place a doom on him. Gives me a willpower, and I get a resource back, which I will do. And then he will get abducted if I kill him here, but I think that's okay. I'm going to try to grab a clue from this location. I'm just going to try. Unless you don't want me to.
Up to you, really.
Okay. I know sometimes there's like cards that are more effective at 2 clues or whatever, so just checking. Yeah, I'll just Dexter's just gonna like look around for where anybody may have gone. I'm just gonna investigate 2 to 2 and probably fail. Here we go. Yep, that's a curse. Here we go. Go on, Elder Sign. 0. Okay, so his own cursed pact. I remove a curse from the bag, but his own cursed pact caused him to fail this. Anyway, so nothing yet, but at least he's got David Renfield ready to go. I ended my turn at the location, so gunfire rattles out and strikes David Renfield in the leg.
That's one way to get rid of the doom.
Exactly.
Well, Jenny, on her travels all around, especially during the boat trip, also met a friend who's been hanging around ever since, because Jenny goes where the pay is and Leo goes where the adventure is.
Yes. He's so cool. Ooh.
And that does mean that Jenny does get more stuff done, because I get a additional action during my turn.
Just straight up, here's 1 extra action. It's pretty strong, I gotta say. Armitage, hello. Welcome back. Sorry,
Hello.
You've already been here. Yes, sorry. It's all good, Aramitheus. We're just getting started. Sorry, Crosshair, go for it.
I'm just thinking if I want to prepare. Let's see. I get 2 resources during upkeep.
Mm-hmm.
Calculating. Yeah.
Beep, 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 boop, beep.
As usually, Jenny is pretty prepared for things. But she knows that sometimes things go really badly, so she has to keep a mind on delaying the inevitable doom. Especially with Karen's opal
Yeah, sure.
around. The cursed skull that she and Leo probably dug up from the sea?
Dragged up from the bottom of the ocean?
Oh yeah, and that's doesn't even take an action because it's fast.
Just
But yeah, delayed inevitable does cost 2 resources at the end of mythos phase, but when you are dealt damage and or horror, discard delayed inevitable and cancel all damage. But I might have to retcon this because does this trigger automatically?
No, the reaction is at your discretion.
Okay,
So
cool.
that's good at least.
And it can just sit there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you won't like you'll have to get money some other way probably, I guess, but it's a good, yeah, you're right. It's a good panic button, I guess.
And what? Jenny just looks at Dexter like, well, I'm quite sure you can handle this.
But
And hops over to the
yay!
other train.
Ooh, it's kind of
This
fun.
location can be. The exits at Central are also guarded. There is no way out there.
Oh boy. But it can be investigated using any skill, which is very unusual for this game. Actually, I don't think I've seen that before.
Yeah, 3 shroud, 4 clues. Plenty of clues here. But of course, Jenny has 3 on all skills also. So.
yeah, fair.
Do I want to do this? Yep. Do you know, sometimes some things once seen can't be unseen. I think we've delved too deep.
I can't believe you. Early game? Incredible.
Turn 1, delve too deep.
Jeez Louise. This is yeah, you're right. Some things can't be unseen. In player order, each character is going to draw a card from the top of the encounter deck, and then we get a victory point.
Yeah, like I said, this deck is all about that.
Sweet victory.
Maybe.
All right, well, I'll draw first here, and then I guess you can resolve what you get here. Oh, alien disruption. The beast that has been sort of like watching Dexter lets out a horrible scream. Put this card into play in your threat area. You get -1 to all your skills. After I succeed at a skill test by 2 or more, discard this card. Okay.
Not too bad.
Honestly, not that bad. Not that bad.
Let them write to us. It's a scheme. That's a weird.
Exactly.
I haven't said that word in probably like 15 years, so.
Oh boy.
Put this card into your threat area. Okay. When your turn ends, each face down card beneath your location is abducted. Discard this card. Well.
Wow.
Oops.
Well, Jenny, let him let him right to you.
Yeah, by running first down the alley line, Jenny managed to lead the, I can't remember who they were.
Star Chamber group or something? Like it wasn't super clear.
Yeah. Star Chamber. Two of the people at least, so.
Well, that's when your turn ends, so I suppose I don't really know what you're gonna do, but something, I guess.
Yeah, I do have one more action. I can't really get to the people because I don't have any clues.
Nope. Well, you could, if you got a clue, you could maybe grab one of them, but I don't know if that's doable or not.
It's fast.
It is fast to get the person.
Oh,
so there's that.
Then I'll try.
Woo!
But which skill to choose? Uh, well, +1 or just try it. Or I'll just try it. 3 to 3.
3 to 3.
Yank. Unlikely, but okay.
Very unlikely, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, -2.
But no.
If there is an unengaged, no elder thingy.
Okay, so nothing worse happens at least.
Yeah, and then my turn ends and the people get discarded.
Let them right to us.
This is the face down pile of.
Yeah, we can put them wherever we want. Yeah, those are the extra ones. Yeah, you can put them. Okay, good, cool.
I got no peeking.
Well, yeah, no peeking. We've got Jenny running off down the hall, but getting people captured as they march out into the subway. Dexter is still trying to sort of figure out what he's going to do from Harvard Station, but I think we're going to get out of here shortly.
Yep.
In the enemy phase, the Bosch thing doesn't hunt and is aloof still, so it is merely watching, being a little creepy. And Upkeep draws us a card and gains us a resource or two. Audio Gunner is here. Welcome to Doomed. I am joined today by the Crosshair.
Hello.
Hello. And hello to you, Audio Gunner. Although, of course, for Jenny, the resources are going straight back into that Delay the Inevitable pile. Which is a good time.
Probably.
Oh, yeah, probably. This is good. Potentially. Okay. So in the Mythos phase, we go to 1, actually 2 out of 4 Doom because of our good friend David Renfield, who I will be killing off at some point during my turn, don't worry. And we draw our encounter cards. Still in the Harvard Station with the what's it? Eschatologist. What happens here? Sure. Dexter ventures off southbound, but is immediately lost in the dark. Put this clue into your threat area. Reaction: when you would discover a clue, even if there are no clues at your location, discard this card. I can choose to find my way back to the light. Forced: when you move, choose a non-creature ally asset that you control and place it face down beneath your location, then discard this card. Oh. Well, you know who's...
So it goes into the pile.
Yeah. Although that's not leaving play, right? Like, so it doesn't get... Here, I'm just looking here. When an ally asset leaves play, it is abducted. But the question is...
Yeah, it only gets abducted if there's an abductor at the location.
Well, there is at my location, which is kind of problematic. But does it count putting something beneath my location? Is that out of play? Yeah, probably, right? That seems... It seems appropriate.
Yeah.
But then move... Oh, God. Okay, so I just can't move. Until I discover a clue at my location to get rid of this card. What a disaster.
Well, you just need 1 investigation and you can get rid of both of those.
That's true. So I can maybe do that. Sorry, we've got some chatter here in the chat about eschatologists. My understanding is that it is the study of the end times, or of the apocalypses or whatever. And it certainly would make a ton of sense in this universe. IMO. But yeah. Anyway, I'm lost in the dark. What's going on over there?
Surging rats.
Surging rats? Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, there's a lot of rats.
Ugh.
The Black Ooze stumbled toward me and I saw that then that it was not ooze at all, but a sleeping, reeking, chewing horde of loathsome vermin. So it's a 1-1-3 rat enemy.
Okay.
But
But of course it surges. Because what else do you have going on?
into a platform crossfire, of course. Along the rats comes a...
Yeah. So they're obviously the goons that went after after the people here in the location are now coming back to sweep the area and make sure they finished the job, you know?
Yeah, or shooting at the rats.
Or shooting at the rats, that's very possible. Oh boy.
And then I'm gonna pay the 2 resources for the delay the inevitable.
Ah, yes, sorry, that's when it happens. Okay, perfect. Right, no, that's okay, perfect. Well, what do we got? All right, Crosshair. Well, what's the plan?
For Jenny, it's probably going to keep moving.
Yeah,
So-
try to find something you can investigate, I suppose.
Yeah, kill the rats, move along, maybe get more resources, probably by drawing cards.
Works for me. If you end up moving, that'll get rid of the platform crossfire at your location, which would be really great for me, which would be very kind of you.
Well, I can try first off.
All right.
So, first things first, Luca and Jenny are gonna just run around squishing rats.
Sure. Trying to drive them off. Yeah, why not?
And that's a 3-1.
Boom.
1-1. Cool.
Perfect.
Bye-bye, rats. Next action. Next station.
Yay. Yeah, well, so the gunfire recedes into the distance here as we reveal Kendall Station,
Oh, joy.
which has so many clues on it. Oh,
When you reveal this location through an encounter card.
you're the fan guard, right? Like, you're the one taking all the heat. Thank you.
Yeah, Jenny is just a sucker for these kind of action-packed events and can't get enough of those.
Apparently
So-
not.
This will be my 4th event card in 2 turns.
Perfect. That's Arkham for you. Whoa.
Taken by the sky.
Taken by the sky. In a tunnel? I mean, whatever works, right?
Yeah, apparently. Okay. Let's discard to a non-creature ally asset you control. If you cannot, it gains surge. Cool. Test power 3. If you succeed, discard this card. Otherwise, exhaust this card. When the investigation phase ends, if this card is ready, the attached asset is abducted.
Ah. So even if you
Leo-
fail the test, it doesn't trigger this turn. It just means forever, right? Like, it just means you have to keep trying to force him. Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, Leo is being abducted into the sky, apparently by aliens,
Yeah, that sounds right.
because there's an alien disruption coming from the other side of the tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guess I'm testing. Well, I can test it.
Yeah.
I should test it.
Well, if you like having Leo around, I suppose, right?
Yeah. So that's a 3-on-3 test, and
Ooh.
well, that's a 0, but
It works.
because I get. Yeah, it works.
So how is
Cool.
Jenny able to, like, get this away?
Basically, I think it's just a matter of pulling on his legs, like, nope, your debt is not paid yet.
Perfect. Your debt
Yes,
is
of
not
course.
paid.
Yeah, Leo, of course, owes Jenny something, because everyone does.
Of course.
And as a last action, I think I'm gonna be boring and take a resource. because I need resources.
Yeah. Yep. No, 100%. So meanwhile, still at the front station, Dexter's been kind of frozen in fear over here, so to speak. That's it, Aramithius. Exactly. We've got Dexter Drake and David Renfield. Yeah, I think I just need to pass a big investigate check and then get out of here. That'll be nice. Let's see. Move, choose an asset you control, place it face down beneath your location, then discard this card. Yeah, okay, perfect. So, free trigger. I'm going to put another Doom on David to gain 2 resources. Huzzah. And then let's try investigating my location to try to investigate to get rid of Lost in the Dark. Dexter Drake is off in the darkness trying to find David here. I'm going to investigate my location at 1 to 2, but he does have a little trick up his sleeve. A promise of power. This is something he's been promised for many years. The occult scraps that he sort of like worked with. Let's do it. I'm testing now at 5, which feels a lot better. 5 to 2. Wow.
Yep.
Yep. There it is. Well, that's very bad. Okay, so now I have to get rid of David Redfield. Well, maybe he's getting abducted. That's not good. I really don't want to do that.
Or getting shot.
We're getting shot, but then he'll be abducted as well, right? Because he'll get defeated, and then this abductor Bosch will take him away.
Ah, true.
But if
if you move, then same thing happens.
Well, it says place it face down beneath your location, but that would be abducted, right? Like, I think that's what we decided. I actually don't know, but I kind of.
Yeah, because they only abduct things if they're discarded, but you're not really discarding it, I think.
Yeah, it says when an ally leaves play, where there's a card that has an abductor, it is abducted. But like,
yeah,
that must putting it under your location must include that, right?
Yeah,
well,
I would assume so.
David, you've been great, buddy. I think I just got to get out of here. This is ridiculous. I'm just gonna move. So, actually, does that? Okay, yeah, because there's no way I'm gonna be able to get a clue off this location. It's just not gonna. I don't have my investigation spells. Dexter's magic is just all aflutter, you know. We're gonna move to a connecting location. Because I've moved, the platform crossfire is gone, and I have to choose a non-creature ally asset you control and place it face down, which gets rid of the doom, but it also, of course, abducts David Renfield. Ooh. Renfield. Is this our abduction pile here? Yeah, I think so.
That's the face down abduction pile.
So this will be the face up abduction pile.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Apparently there's a difference.
Right. And then I still can't really investigate, so I am going to play haste. Because why not? This is obviously Dexter's ability to he's trained for a long time in certain arts for his... Oh, hey, the Emerald. Welcome to Doomed. I'm joined today by the Crosshair.
Hello.
Hello. Dexter's been training for a long time to be able to, perform well on stage. Haste allows me to take a third action of the same type if I take 2 actions in a row for free. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yep.
And this alien disruption is still going on. Okay, we're back around to the enemy phase where the alien thing Bosch is going to follow me. Ooh, it's hunting. It's hunting. And then upkeep. Draw a card again. But I can't. Yes, that makes sense. Okay. All right. And we're back around. We're back to 2 out of 4 doom. With David Renfield gone, this place somehow seems brighter and lighter, you know? I will actively be able to actually get clues here, and I'm thrilled about this. I'll be able to investigate with my willpower, and it's going to be great, Crosshair.
Yeah, I think you're gonna be the clue guy here.
Yeah, I'll try to get some more when I can. But in the meantime, what's waiting for Dexter as he runs down, leaving David Renfield behind at Harvard as he runs into Central Station? Oh, it's the Boston subway ghouls. Okay, well, that's just Fallout.
Yeah, that's a Fallout.
That's really funny. Boston's ghouls are feral, uncivilized things, even by ghoul standards. When this enemy engages you, it attacks you. Well, straight up. I'll take a damage in a horror. It's a 2/2/2. When an ally is defeated by this enemy's attack, it cannot be abducted.
Oh.
Oh, well, shoot. I wish I still had David Renfield. Oh, well. I think so, reading. That sounds like a jazz quartet. Isn't that a barbershop quartet? Anyway. Well, that's me. The Boston subway ghouls are here. Ugh.
Let's see. Echoing shrieks. Test 3. For each point you fail by, you must take 1 horror or choose and discard 1 card from your hand. If you are connected to a location with an abomination enemy, this test gets +1 difficulty, so no abomination at least.
Oh, that's good. Unless my... Oh, no, the ghouls are not either, which is good.
Okay. So, terrifying shrieks echo throughout the metro tunnels, which is to be expected.
Sure. A classic.
With the gunfire and all the other stuff. Let's see. It's gonna be a 3-on-3 or... I'm not gonna use contraband anytime soon, so let's make it a 4-on-3. And a -1.
Okay.
Cool.
There you go.
Contraband saved.
Hey!
Yeah. Cool.
Alright, okay.
And I pay 2 for my inevitable.
This is a bit of a disaster, isn't it?
My plan is pretty much the same. Keep going.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if there's a way that I can avoid this enemy, get some clues, and move, and, you know what I mean? Like, do everything in one turn. It's a little tough, but, well, it's because I haven't quite drawn into all my spells yet, because I don't want to be here when they re-engage me, because I don't want to take more damage. Although, yeah. I don't know. It's not the worst. I can do that. Yeah, maybe I can. All right. Anyway. But yeah, I certainly leave it to you if you want to start moving first, or I can take my turn and attempt to do something.
I guess I could start moving along and see what we find.
Sure. Still looking for those story ally assets.
Yep. So, hopping along the metro line, bottle station.
Whoops. Sorry.
Oh, well, that's handy. 2 actions, discover a clue at this location. I think this is my station.
There we go. Yeah, the agents have been locking down this subway all the way along. Somehow, I guess they knew that people were going to be trying to get in.
There's always people to pay.
Mm-hmm.
A second action, I'm going to take a resource. And then... well, one has to do this, basically.
Yeah, I'd say so.
It's 21 or bust.
Oh, okay. This is our fun little gambling card.
Yeah, Leo and Jenny are gonna just do a little bit of card gaming just to catch their breath.
Yeah, sure. Just have a little bit of
send
fun.
it
Yeah.
Yeah. So, one at a time. Reveal tokens. Oh, that's a 4, I think.
Yep, absolutely.
That's 14.
I think that counts as 5. I think that's one of the a little levity during the apocalypse. Exactly. It's the elder thing counts as a 5.
Ah, right. So that's 9. So I should get a 10. Thank you.
That would be great. Okay.
Oh, that's a 0.
10.
10.
15.
15.
So this is where it gets a little dicey, right? I think.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
It's either take 4 resources now, and that's it.
Or maybe get more. Right.
Yeah. Because it's either an elder. Well, elder is fine, so only the tentacles is the issue.
Yep, that's true.
Let's go for it.
Classic. Leo DeLuca hustles Jenny super hard.
Takes everything. Of course.
Damn it, Leo, I
Well,
thought we were on the same side.
Okay then.
Great.
I could just draw a card. See what I can find there. That's cool. Cool. Cool.
I think with Dexter manages to catch his breath far off in, the central station. He's lost someone already, but out of the darkness come these like horrible zombie ghoul creatures. He's never seen anything like this before. I think maybe it flashes briefly through his mind that, perhaps the occult scraps he carries with him are doing something to him. I don't know. But he realizes that he's going to have to start using his magic if he wants to survive. So, this is absolutely insane. But free trigger, I'm going to discard haste to play mists from my hand for 1, which is, so that's at least there's that. So Dexter uses his incredible speeds to conjure up mist from his, pours out of his sleeves. I'm going to try to evade the subway ghouls. It uses willpower. And, I'm just going to try to do that. So I only have 4 willpower now. So I'm evading at 4 to 2. And I'd love to succeed. So, I'm going to commit Uncage the Soul. 6 to 2. I'm going to try. Kata! There it goes. All right. The mist manages to pour out from his sleeves. It disguises him long enough that he's able to rush off further down the hall as he hears the choking, gasping sounds of the beasts behind him. So I get all my skills back, which is nice. And since I'm here, maybe I'll investigate. I could move. But I'm thinking I'm going to investigate instead because I can use my willpower. So 5 to 3. That's a curse. That's a 0. So we get a clue. And now do I move? Oh, I had to use a charge.
Oh yeah, and you can't use the clue there because there's nobody left.
I think that's okay. I'm going to try again and then I'll take another hit from these ghouls, but hopefully I can just evade them again. So I'm going to investigate one more time. Haha, hey, the emerald. Let's try 5 to 3 in this location. Hey, oh. There we go. Okay, Crosshair, I've got the clues required to pick up some allies, as long as I can get rid of these guys shortly. Whew. I just
Yeah,
need to...
and we only need 2. Yeah.
Well, yeah, for now. And then it'll probably be like, get all of them. Whoa. Just kidding. So
That's not gonna happen.
as Dexter manages to find, evidence of people having run off further down the tunnel, discarded cigarette butts and notes and things, the ghouls reemerge out of the mists, and he's gonna have to get ready to fight them again. So it attacks me. I take another damage and another horror. In upkeep, we upkeep. If you haven't already, take that.
Did.
Oh, good. So we're back around to the mythos phase. 3 out of 4 Doom. Crosshair, I'm thinking we'll draw our encounter cards and then take a quick break if that works for you.
Yeah, I could refill.
I could do that too. Okay, let's do it. Let's draw some encounter cards. The ghouls are here, bearing down on Dexter Drake. Of course. Okay, all right, now we're in big trouble. This is more subway ghouls. I take another damage and another horror. Oh. Well, okay, so this is okay. I'm just gonna be like, evade, get out of there, There's at least that.
All these tunnels start to look the same, and all the events start to look the same.
Yep.
As
What do you get? Oh, jeez.
Dexter gets double the amount of ghouls. Leo suddenly feels a pull towards the sky again.
Oh boy.
Here we go again.
Oh, Leo, come. Look, we can get in an airplane later, buddy.
Stop getting raptured on your own time.
Yeah, get it exactly. Oh my goodness. So the Emerald Crosshair has referred to us now as Scott Cross Buns, which I will definitely allow.
Yep, allowed.
And we've got Paximo joining us. Paximo, hello, welcome to Doomed. You may have noticed I've been joined here by... And the Super Dylan's here. Hello, welcome to Doomed. You may have noticed I've been joined today by the Crosshair.
Hello.
Hello, the old double hello. Dexter Drake, Jenny Barnes, deep beneath the city of Boston. I don't know, there's zombies and all sorts of ridiculousness. It's wild. I think we're just about to take a very short break, but I will say hello to the new arrivals. Sorry for the timing. Super Dylan in particular, I hope you're doing well. Crosshair, is it... Nice. It's just cats, everything's wild. Crosshair, do you mind if we take a quick break?
Yep. Back in a
few. Folks, thank you so much. We're going to be right back. Sorry for the timing of it. But we'll see you again very, very soon. Back in a sec. Hello, and welcome back to Doomed. Not so solo playthroughs through Arkham Horror, the card game, with a focus on roleplay and storytelling. Before the Crosshair returns, I'll just open my drink. But I want to very quickly give a huge shout out to the Emerald. The Emerald... It's not often that I get new headcanon suggestions from the chat, although I will point to Paximo and Reading as people who have also given me headcanon suggestions for Doom streams. But Dexter Drake and Jenny Barnes will have a baseball team against the Boston Subway Ghouls. I really like the Boston Subway Ghouls as a Little League baseball team. That's very funny to me. Oh boy. Okay, well, welcome back, one and all. Crosshair, hello, welcome back.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. I am swamped with ghouls here. It is an absolute nightmare. I have a plan at least, and more than a plan, I would say a full plan. So that's good. Not great, but it's good. And I think we're in a position to start getting some of these story allies under our belts, which is nice as well.
Yeah, I have to first deal with Leo getting raptured.
Well, I mean, you don't have. I mean, you don't have to. I suppose it's not a bad thing, though.
No.
You don't want him to disappear. If you would like, we can try to arrange it so that, I mean, depending on kind of where you're at, I guess, you could potentially get, you could also get a clue and a story asset this round, and then I'll grab one and then we'll be able to advance like on my turn kind of thing. We can see how that goes down.
Yeah, because the taken by the sky will exhaust anyway.
Right, that's
So-
true.
Even if I fail, then it's no big.
Okay. Well, again, I'm happy to. The thing is, I have the clues to grab 2 people, but I don't know if I should, because I'd love to give us the opportunity to have you get one, just in case they all disappear or something. Do you?
And I could
Yeah.
come help with the ghouls also.
Well, I'm hopefully just gonna leave them behind because they don't hunt.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping they're just gonna like sit here and kind of basically just run around this subway tunnel forever.
Yeah.
But yeah, unless would you like to start us off? See what we got?
I could.
Mhm.
First things first, let's deal with Leo's light show.
Leo, would
and
you
it
look
goes
at that?
okay.
Jenny-
No rapture for you.
Yeah, Jenny Barnes is not in the business of getting strange lights in the sky taking her friends, that's for sure.
Yeah, like focus on the mission here.
Let's do this.
Then I guess I'll just use 2 actions to grab a clue.
May as well.
And spend that clue
Yeah, I really-
straight away.
I really want to know who we're finding down here in these tunnels. I don't know who these people are. I'm excited.
So it was random card.
And then you control whatever it is. I'm so excited to find out.
Fine, yeah.
Wendy Adams?
Wendy,
Wendy!
majoring in art.
Oh, that's nice.
Professor Armitage was shocked to discover that a 12-year-old orphan girl had been a deciding factor in preventing the summoning of the ghoulish deity. Nope. Mordhoth. He tracked her down and personally tutored her until she was ready to enroll at the university. Uses 1 amulet.
Unusual, but fair.
And you reveal a chaos token, spend 1 amulet and exhaust. Ignore that token and reveal another.
Nice.
Oh, so an amulet token.
Fun little sort of in-joke for folks in the chat. Wendy Adams is an investigator in the core set of Arkham Horror, the card game. Her ability is essentially that she has an amulet and she has the ability to sort of deal with some of the chaos of the chaos bag. The idea that she was the quote deciding factor in destroying one of the elder things or the old ones is very funny. That's the actions of the core set campaign as well. There's just like a really funny, I think, kind of world happening here, which is great. So you found the young Wendy Adams in the tunnels.
Yep. Merrier. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
And the most boring last action, take a resource.
Sure. You need some of them resources. That's fine. Meanwhile, just a couple subway stations further north, Dexter Drake is desperately trying to extricate himself from swarms of, zombie-like creatures. Their eyes staring out of their skull sockets. So I'm going to basically use mists twice to evade. So my game plan is to evade once and then use the mists to evade again, which will allow me to, if I succeed, to move as well as part of that effect. Dexter is using his magic powers to essentially turn himself into mist, really, is kind of what's happening. So, I mean, let's try it. I'm evading at 5-2, and hopefully not more than twice. Yep, never mind. Definitely more than twice. Okay, here we go. Let's try. I had to spend a charge for that. Oh my god. I need to not be dead here. Okay, I'm going to evade again. At 5 to 2. And I guess this time I will... No, I'll 5 to 2.
Okay.
Crosshair, this is the worst. Like, I can't believe I've drawn enemies like this. This is absolutely devastating. Okay, last action. I'm going to do it again. And I am going to, this time I'm going to commit another copy of Uncage the Soul to be, yep, strike 2. Here we go. This is 7 to 2 to at least evade one of them, and I'll be able to move and do some other stuff and see where we end up. 7 to 2 this time. Okay, well, that's good. Oh, hold up. That's really bad, actually, isn't it? Okay. So I fail, or this thing engages me. I can't. Actually. Okay, here's my thought. Okay. If I succeed, I'll evade one of them, and I'll move. I'll have the Elder thing on me and a ghoul on me at a new location, but I can spend a clue to get one of the Miskatonic allies, and then they can take some of the damage and horror, hopefully, so that I don't just straight up die. Oh my god. What a disaster. Because otherwise I fail and I take 2 damage and horror. And then I have no options. Wow. And can you believe it, Crosshair? What is this? Turn 4? Like I'm already... Oh my god, what a devastating... Okay. Yeah. All right, well, you know what? I'm going to do it. I have to try to survive here. So I'm going to evade one of them, and I'll use the ability of... I have to choose and discard a card from my hand. That's fine. It's David Renfield, but I can't play him. And I succeed, so I'm going to move. And then I'm going to spend a clue to... Actually, I might even spend both clues to get both of the ally assets, but I'll do them one at a time.
Yeah.
If that's all right. So I'll... Dexter's smoke play, what? The mists that he sort of conjured up has in fact had the opposite effect, and it's drawn the horrible alien creature as well as the ghouls after him. But thankfully he comes across your friend and mine, Henry Armitage. This is the keynote speaker. He uses 3 powder. Spend a powder and exhaust this asset. Choose an enemy. Until the end of the round, they get -1 damage, -1 horror, -1 fight, -1 health, -1 evade.
Oh, it's fast.
That, honestly, and I could use it... No, I'd have to exhaust it, so... Okay, so I could at least avoid some of the damage. That's good.
And you can use it before the upkeep.
Yes, I could. We actually... So, yes, we got to advance the act. And then...
Oh.
And then I still have a trigger to maybe buy another ally asset? With my other clue? But let's do that first, if that's all right with you. We control some ally assets. Act 1B, Survivors. You ask the breathless academics where their colleagues are. They reply that they heard shouts from the southbound tunnels, so you set off in that direction. The lead investigator may choose an investigator to move to a connecting location. So, if I move, then there'll just be a bunch of people at my location, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, but I can also take some heat off you.
That might be of value. I could also move you back this way, but that's probably less useful. What makes the most sense here? Does it make sense to move me along? Probably,
yeah, I
right?
think we want to get to the end.
Yeah, I think so too. It's true. So
anyway.
I'm going to move myself. Then, Act 2A, left the station. The subway tunnels run for miles under the city. Finding anyone else down here is going to be difficult. Free trigger. Investigators at your location spend 2 clues as a group. Randomly draw a face-down card. Balls. Okay, so I can no longer draw... sucks. Okay, choose an investigator to take it. If we control 4 or more ally story assets, advance. Okay.
You can basically use the powder to give, like the zombies or that -1. Well, basically all the damage goes away.
Well, like I can only use one yes, but yeah, I can only use one, but at least that's...
No, it's and.
Yeah, but I have to but I have to... Oh, yes, but I can only use it once, I mean. Right now.
Yeah. And the enemy phase is after the investigation.
Right, but thankfully, at least, like, that means I now only take 2 damage and 1 horror.
Yeah.
I mean, good, I guess? I don't know. Crosshair, I am so screwed. I don't have anything. I'm really hoping Upkeep just draws me something, like, incredibly valuable. Oh, except the Aloof Hunter is gonna, like, be off us again. So there's that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, Upkeep.
Oh, great.
Something exciting?
Yep.
Okay.
A cursed follower.
Ooh.
Witness.
Ooh.
Location farthest from you, which is either way.
Yep.
At the end of the enemy phase, add 1 chaos token to the chaos pack.
Oh. Oh. It's aloof too, so like going to get this guy. Now, how do you think Jenny picked up this guy along the way?
Yeah, it's probably one of the cultists that's been following her from boat.
Oh, sure.
Just following her because the ancient sea god that she helped awake wanted to know if she was planning something, and or at least the cultist thinks that.
Right. It believes that the will of the creature. Oh, can you make the cultist look like they have a giant orange hand? So asks reading. That would be great. If we could. Ooh, oh, that's my hand. Oh, it's a tiny little orange hand. Oh, there you go. Amazing. Okay. Yeah, it's decided that like at least it can sort of pursue one person who was involved in that ocean-bound disaster. Reading Loud also mentions... Oh, sorry, go ahead, Crosshair.
Or it's easy.
Yeah. Reading also asks, where's that holy Tommy gun? Which I remember very fondly. Carolyn's Tommy gun did a lot of work. I remember that very, very, very much.
This goes really, really poorly and we have to restart. It might come back.
Well, honestly, if you die and I die, I mean, we may as well just start over at that point, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
In the Mythos phase, we go to 4 out of 4 Doom. Sure. Oh my god. Okay, so this is... Hang on here, I'm going to move this down. This is The Oncoming Shoggoth, and the subtitle is Doot Doot. Okay, there's a lot of keywords here. Doot doot. This is a 4/2/4, but it has +4 health, so it's a 4/6. Spawns at Harvard Station, which is, I think, a couple... It's at the beginning, okay. Massive, inexorable abductor alert patrol. Face down... Oh, forced. When an enemy enters a location, each face down card beneath that location is abducted.
Okay.
All right, so it's going to... This is the train enemy that's coming to, like, take everything away.
Yep. Toot toot.
Toot toot. I'm just going to grab some keywords here really quickly. So abductor, we know, it means that instead of allies being defeated, instead it captures them. Inexorable. When an enemy with the inexorable keyword would leave play, so if you defeat it or whatever, except if you flipped it or replace it with something, instead, remove all damage from it, exhaust it, disengage from it. The next time it would ready, it doesn't. So we can't kill it.
Yeah.
It just double exhausts. So that's something. And then patrol. An enemy with the patrol keyword moves like a hunter, but rather than moving towards us, it moves towards the location specified. So it's, barreling down the tracks, right? It's tooting. I mean, this is just incredible.
Choco train. Toot toot.
I love the fact that we're in a subway level, and the game's decided that we need like a giant beastly train to come and get us. So it starts here at Harvard Station. Oh, sorry, yeah, go ahead.
We just need to suplex it.
Yes, let's do it. Each face down card is abducted, so bye-bye, they're gone. Horrible. Let's read Agenda 2A, The Wall of Flesh. The piping shriek grows louder and louder in the darkness behind you, until suddenly an enormous shape slams into view. It fills the entire width of the subway tunnel, a writhing, heaving, pulsating wall of flesh. I love it. All across its surface are swiveling eyes, gaping mouths, and grasping pseudopods. Then it speaks. A hideous alien cry from every one of its 100 mouths. The screams sound almost like words. You turn and run. For doom. The A-Train is destroying the field! The Emerald is narrating this like it's a baseball game, and I am here for it.
Yep. So, I have a plan.
All right. Well, we're gonna draw our encounter cards, and then yes, very much so. We're gonna beat these folks. We're gonna beat them up so hard.
Basically, we're gonna leave.
That sounds like a good idea. We need a bunch more. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I could take the ghouls off you and then evade them, because I need to evade to get richer and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. I'm gonna draw an encounter card here first. Just of course, yeah. So some surging rats as well.
Yeah.
That's actually also super bad. Trackless darkness. Paximo. Thank you for the question. Dexter Drake is a veteran of the Great War, so World War One. It is now 1935, so just during the rise of Nazi Germany, but before World War II has broken out. I think he is studying the occult. Jenny Barnes is looking for her sister and riches and adventure, I guess. They've managed to find each other at this conference on the arcane. Kind of fun. Attach this card to the nearest location without a copy of the... Okay, so I attach it here. After the last investigator leaves this location, discard this card. As an additional cost to leave it... Okay, as an additional cost to leave the attached location, you must spend 1 action.
Okay.
Ugh, that's a tax.
Well, let's see what else we find in these tunnels here.
Mm-hmm.
The roving appendage.
Blech.
Blech. Revelation. So there's, of course, red appendages wiggling in the walls and trying to catch something.
Naturally.
Test agility 3. For each points you fail by, you must take 1 damage or lose 1 action. If you are at or connected to a location with an abomination enemy, this test gets +1 difficulty. We are luckily not.
We are luckily not. There's that for sure.
Yeah.
Paximo, we're gonna definitely dive very deep into that angle. I think I'm excited to have this sort of be our angle here. I'm a little concerned, of course, because we are honestly you know, this is session 1 and we're kind of already devastated, or at least I am anyway. So
Yeah, it hasn't been great.
no, I would agree with that. I would agree.
I do have to test this.
What do you got?
It's not an evade test, and if I commit a card to a test, it doesn't. I'm just looking at sneak by, but it's an evade action.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't work here, so 3 on 3, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose so. I can only commit.
It.
Oh. Cultist is 0, I think. It hasn't been a nice time.
Oh.
Correct, Baxter.
This was -2.
That's correct. But it leaves the bag, so there's that.
Yeah. You go away.
Yay!
And lose 1 action or take 1 damage. I guess I could take 2 damage. I really don't want to lose actions at this point.
No, for sure. What a darn disaster.
I'm gonna regret that later, but anyway.
Magicians stealing bases and ghouls batting with femurs. This is going to be a game for the ages. Just... Oh my god. Crosshair, my whole character is built around, like, playing assets and stuff. I just don't have any. Like, sorry. That last turn, I should have gone evade, move, get a clue, do a thing, blah, blah, blah. And apparently, I couldn't evade once. What a disaster. The mists. They're not working.
Yeah. So my idea is I'm gonna take the ghouls from you, evade it, and move out of here with the last 2 actions.
Yes, which costs an extra action. That is true. I guess then in that case I'll try to beat up the rats and move, and then that would be a whole, like, if everything goes according to plan, then that'll be that.
Yeah. So action 1. Yoink. Yo. Boys. Over here.
Hello.
Grabbing the attention of these lovely people.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna just sneak by.
Alright.
Because that gives me 2 resources.
Okay. It's good. It's a good shout.
So yeah. That's an evade of 3 to 2. Yeah.
All right.
3 to 2 evade. I could use Wendy Adams for that.
It's true.
Or I could also try to evade, but they engage in the enemy.
Sorry?
When they're ready, they engage straight away.
In the upkeep phase, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna save Wendy. And... I could also beat them up.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same for you, right?
Yeah, same test anyway.
Just nothing. An absolute disaster.
I'm gonna try and evade again.
Sure, yeah. We've got corpses in the field. I can't remember what that is. Number of ally story assets you control.
That's 1.
Just the 1, yeah.
2. Yeah,
Good.
that'll do.
Yep.
This is getting crowded.
Yeah, well, these subway tunnels are not known for their comfort. Yeah, for sure.
And 1 action, but 2 actions to move.
Yeah.
What would I do? could play another Delve Too Deep.
You could. I mean, it's not a. I mean, that's a play you could do. That's true. Oh, I should have used Henry Armitage. Sorry, I totally forgot. That would have given it less evade and stuff. Oh well, that's okay. Next time.
What do I could also beat up your rat, so you're free to do anything, but...
Yeah, I mean... honestly, whatever works.
I do need one more resource for next turn, but that might not come up anyway, so... So if I fail, I hit you.
Correct.
Yeah, let's not do that.
One of the ghouls is missing a whole arm! Oh my god, it's a disaster in the chat. Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Let's just take the resource then.
Sounds good to me. Dexter Drake is punching up a storm. I'm gonna commit watch this and 3 resources. Because, you know, why not at this point? I'm gonna punch it. Dexter is through. His magic seems to be running out of steam. Perhaps it's the presence of the various aliens in the tunnel that's causing it to not work. But he's just powering up and ready to go and kick. Oh my god. Yikes. Oh, I remember that quote reading. Yeah, let's do it. 4-1. Hey.
Yay.
Oh, you may return an asset from your play area to your hand. Yes. Because now I can play the mists out again. It gets all of its charges back. And you may draw a card. Oh, this is great news. Okay, everything's coming up, Scotty.
Better at least.
Yeah. Well, actually, in that case, then I'm gonna. Yeah.
Beat 'em up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna leave. I'm gonna. You know what? Actually, Dexter's gonna do is he's like. I think somehow all of the beasts up until this moment he's figured he's gonna have to just run, but he figures now there's no running to be had. The beast moving down the corridor is going to drive them forward with or without him. So instead, he's going to withdraw his magical sword cane from its sheath. After it enters play, immediately do the action on it. So I'm going to, basically Crosshair, I'm going to fight the ghouls, and then I'm going to exhaust it to fight the ghouls again with the sword cane. With willpower instead of intellect, or instead of combat. So let's go 5-2. Here we go. Punch! Yeah. Dexter is a whirlwind of blade and cape and hat. He never saw a rat fly that far. Yes, this bat actually has a sword in it. And then I'm going to go again. Exhaust sword cane, fight using will. So 5-2. One more time. Come on.
Nope.
Come on. This game is the worst. Crosshair, you've seen me play solo. I don't draw tokens like this usually. Oh my god, what a disaster.
You're welcome.
Okay. Well, Dexter was definitely on a roll. He missed this one, but that's okay. Enemy phase. Doot doot. The Shoggoth comes closer. Thank you. Yes, the accursed follower does indeed add a curse. And then the subway ghouls are going to ready. Do you have the space to take on a nice, delicious group of ghouls there, my friend?
I think I do.
I would appreciate that very much.
Well, that's a damage and a... Well, I can take horror easy.
Mm-hmm.
I think Leo would like to tussle with the ghouls for a while.
Yeah, that sounds good. And we're back around to upkeep. Or hopefully something good will happen. Oh, okay. Okay. I hope nobody wanted the hot dogs. Hey, oh, hey. Just incredible. The Emerald, the world that is being created out there is just fantastic. Okay. 1 out of 4 doom as the wall of flesh draws ever closer. Absolutely horrific. And let's draw some encounter cards, shall we? Oh, no, I got a roving appendage, sorry. Naturally, one of the appendages longer than the others. Test agility 3 for each point you fail by. Take a damage or lose an action. If you're at or connected to a location with an abomination. Okay, so the oncoming Shoggoth is the abomination, but we're not there right now, so I'm testing. Ugh. Well, I'm testing 2 to 3. I don't really want to lose an action, but I might have to.
And you really don't want the damage.
That is correct, yeah. Oh, now I got a roving appendage. Perfect. Okay, well, I was kind of hoping to play it out again, but I'll commit this Mists to be 3 to 3 at least on this test. -1. Okay. Well, I'll lose 1 action. I don't like that, but I will. Naturally, Dexter kind of trips a little bit as he tries to get away from the tentacles that are sort of seeking towards him here.
And what else do we have? Well, we let them right to us.
God damn it.
Well, that's when the turn ends.
Each face-down card beneath your location is abducted. Okay.
Yeah, so basically this one or the next one, but okay.
So I can certainly assist in giving the ghouls sort of less stats. Oh, actually, you know what? I should have done that before, because if I spend a powder, it has -1 health, so it just dies.
Oh,
right?
Yeah,
I didn't even see that before. If that,
but I can
yeah.
I think I can also beat them up.
I leave it to you. If we want, it can be like it can be a panic button if you want to get your actions back at some point.
Yeah. Well, that might be a good use for the powder, actually. Like,
yeah, give you your turn back.
yeah. Well, a turn is a turn.
It's true. You know what? We're gonna do it. Dr. Henry Armitage grabs some powder out of his backpack and throws it towards the zombies, the ghouls, which start to melt away back into the darkness, screaming in horror. This gives them a bunch of -1 stats, including -1 health, which means that they are dead now. Yay!
Right.
This is the worst.
Anywhere Jenny goes, everyone dies.
Wherever people go, Jenny dies. If you go back a station, those people are going to die anyway. I don't think that's a good idea, but I'm just saying.
Because the oncoming Shoggoth would come to me. Because I have to be there at the end of the turn.
Right. Yeah, no, so that's not, I wouldn't, not recommended.
You could scout ahead.
Yeah. I'm thinking I might be able to get the person under this location, which means if you stay here, then it won't do anything, but I don't know if that's necessarily useful either.
Oh yeah, we need 4 clues.
Yeah, it's 2, I think it's 2.
Clues. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I spent 2 clues, because I have the actions for it. Then we could just take the last one.
Right. Yeah, but we need that clue first.
Yeah, but I can use the action on the site to just take the clue.
It's true. Why don't you do that then?
Yep. I'll just go. One clue, and it goes.
And we spend both. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
They're off in the tunnels looking for any sort of survivors to try to get them out before the Shoggoth comes. Sorry, yeah.
Who wants the...
Does it say that we get to see it before we choose? Randomly draw a face-down card and then choose an investigator to put it into play. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we do get to see.
Yay. Ooh.
Alejandro.
This is a professor of Mesoamerican history, a Miskatonic wayfarer. Disgraced in Mexico City and unable to share the results of his lifelong research on the Etzli, Alejandro eventually followed Ursula Downs back to Arkham, where he worked to earn U.S. citizenship and a place in Miskatonic University's faculty.
Seems like you could use it more.
Yeah. It's funny, it says when you reveal a tablet, exhaust this asset to draw 3 cards. I'm not even sure if there are any in there, but that's okay. Doesn't really matter. If that's okay, I'll definitely take it.
Yep.
Whee!
Let's fun.
Alejandro.
Okay. Oh, I should stay here.
Yeah, I suppose.
So, while we wait... More friends in the tunnels.
These new
It's
ghouls.
Dario.
Dario.
Yeah, every benefactor needs a benefactor. And
Absolutely.
Dario is that benefactor.
Do you have the slots though is something because they both take up an ally slot.
Oh right, and the usual is just one.
Right. We'll get you some charisma if we survive this. How's that?
Oh, so regular investigators can only have one ally at a time.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know, right? Exactly. Whoa, what the hell?
Well, what else can I do? I could draw.
Yeah. Cards are always good. I mean, unless they're weaknesses, I guess.
Yeah, cards are good.
Jenny Barnes, baby.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll draw again.
It's not a bad thing.
That's cool. Yeah, that's good.
Then, of course, at the end... was it the end of your turn? Yeah. So, Jenny, of course, has led them right to the rest of the Miskatonic professors, but at least the Miskatonic professors are now under our safety and control. So there's that.
Yeah.
Now, if I leave, Trackless Darkness doesn't get discarded, but hopefully you can leave and get rid... Well, we just need to move on, right?
Yeah, we do have to get to the end.
Yeah. If I move, I'm just worried because I'll have no actions left, so I'm worried it's going to be like, spawn an enemy or some garbage. Probably.
Well, it's gonna be anyway.
Yeah. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to prep us to get another person, and I'm going to probably regret doing this, but I'm going to play Drawn to the Flame. This is... oh, actually, hang on. No, I have 2 actions. Oh, no, but this is 2 clues. So, Dexter is looking kind of back towards the Shoggoth, on towards the darkness, and instead ventures off down a side passage to see if he can find anything that might assist him. This draws me an encounter card, but gets me 2 clues. So I'll draw my encounter card. Echoing Shrieks. Test Will 3. For each point you fail by, take a horror, or choose and discard a card from your hand. +1 difficulty if you're next to an abomination, but we're not yet. So I will test... This is better. I'll test 5 to 3.
Yeah.
Better for me here. Oh, it's -2. Still a success. So the shrieks echo off the walls, but at the very least, not frightening Dexter too much. He's seen worse. I get these 2 clues, which I'm hoping Crosshair will help us, pick up some more people along the way. Then, you know what? I draw a card. That seems like a good thing to draw.
Yeah.
Okay. So, enemy phase, what do we got? The train, the A train, as the Emerald's calling it. The A train slams further down into Kendall Station. It's coming for us. Oh, it abducts some more people. Oh, we gotta keep moving. Oh boy. Doot doot. And and we of course we get another curse token, a classic, the Accursed Follower. Yeah. And we move to upkeep. Sure.
Okay.
Dexter's always been a bit self-destructive. Coming home from the Great War, he saw so much suffering over there that he can do nothing about. His guilt has caused him to sort of be, well, almost afraid. It's caused him to want to harm himself. This is a basic weakness that says when you deal 1 or more damage to an enemy, take a damage and 2 actions to discard it, which I can't afford right now, but hopefully maybe I will be able to later.
So the oncoming Shoggoth,
Choo-choo.
it has 2 health.
Plus 4 health. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Balls.
Balls.
I wish you could just like go and like beat it up a little bit.
And the bush has 8 health.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh boy, we're up to 2 out of 4 Doom on this new agenda. And what are we going to draw here before we hopefully just get the hell out of this station? Draw an encounter card. Alien Disruption. Not so bad. This is obviously the sounds of the creature behind him is once again putting Dexter off his game, but hopefully not for too much longer. What the is this?
There's a superintendent, apparently. Aloof.
Oh. Aloof. Interesting.
Yeah, there's a smoking man in a long jacket and a hat.
Ooh.
Just walking along the tracks. Apparently avoiding and ignoring all the gunfire and monsters and...
He's just... Why do you think they targeted the academics, like, conference? There's all of these bright minds of tomorrow being targeted for abduction.
Yeah, the Star Chamber are planning something, but no idea what. Or who they are, even.
Yeah. I am thrilled that this is an aloof enemy, though, because, I mean, at this point, everything is an abductor, so we're just going to get abducted, you know? But, like, at least it won't come for us right now. So there's that.
And so it basically preys on you.
Yes, it's coming for me specifically, yeah.
Yeah, and it deals its damage to ally assets if possible.
Right, because it wants to try to eliminate members.
All the allies.
Yeah, all of the allies, all of the people, yep. Okay, well, we got to get out of here. We got to try to get someone else, which will advance the act, and then maybe just run. I don't know what happens after that, but we'll see.
Yeah.
What do you think, Miss Barnes?
I don't really have a plan.
Well,
I don't have the cards for a plan.
No, that's fair. If you... So, my thought would be to have Dexter run further down the hall, spend a couple actions, but then I have 2 clues, so I can get another person. If you're already there, I can give it to you if you want another ally. Then we'll be kind of
tough,
right?
And we don't need to... You don't have to be Oh, no, no. You have to be at the same location to use them, but it's fast.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you were there, then I could kind of move in and potentially give you an ally asset to hold on to. But
If you can get one clue more before moving, then I
yeah.
can use the ability to get one clue and then move.
Unfortunately, I cannot. I don't have any clue getting tools at this moment. I can't believe they're somewhere in my deck. I just can't get them. So I will be moving on my turn for sure.
Yeah, but what, like the last action, like you have 3 actions, you could try to get a clue.
1 to 4.
1?
Yeah,
Oh,
I have
right.
-1 intellect. Isn't that terrible? What a
Yeah,
disaster.
okay.
Ooh, Paximo. Yeah. Without bright young minds, it's easy to follow the path of history. Perhaps that is what they want. Well, I have 2 clues already, though, Crosshair.
Oh yeah.
I can
So
I have them already, so I can.
I can actually scout ahead.
Okay,
Maybe.
sure.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
So just
yeah. Let's do that.
action and Yiddish.
Yeetage. Oh, what do we got here?
Well, not too bad. -1 route for each. So all of these stations look the same.
I mean, that is fair, honestly.
And it's true.
Yeah, that's very, very true.
What do I do?
What do you want to do with your actions here?
Yeah. Because I don't want to,
I was thinking Paximo.
look off right now.
No, for sure.
Oh.
Something exciting. That's good.
Could do that, but I should. Well, the Karen's Opal is not the only skull that Jenny is carrying around for some reason.
Sure. Why not? Why not? The old double skull action. Sure.
The Crystallizer of Dreams just appeared on her nightstand after this story went around about people falling asleep and never waking up.
Yeah. Well, I know the story very well.
Yeah. After the stories ended and it all seemed to go away, the Crystallizer of Dreams appeared to her. Which is just basically a event holder.
Yeah. After you play an event, you can choose to attach it to Crystallizer of Dreams, and then they can be committed, so you get the icons a second time. But you also have to. One copy of Guardian of the Crystallizer has to go into your deck. Ooh, which is potentially scary. Yeah, boy.
Will draw it when it's the worst possible time.
Correct. That is the correct rule. Yeah, that's how the game works for sure.
So I could try to get a clue. It's pretty useless. And I don't have... Only thing I could play is Delve Too Deep, but that's a poor timing for it now.
Absolute nightmare. Like, just a disaster. I mean, look, yeah. It's an experience point, but you are correct. We may not survive this as it is, so there's that.
Was the hand size 8?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do the usual grab resource.
Sure, why not? Dexter wrenches himself free from staring at the various creatures that are now surrounding him. And I'm going to double action move, discard trackless darkness. Boop. So that kind of takes some time. But moving into Park Street Under, I know I still have an action left, but I'm going to spend my 2 clues now. Let's have a look. What do we got? Who's down here in the tunnel? Who are we rescuing? Warren Rice, Professor of Classical Languages. Professor Rice has sworn off the paranormal and the Fortean many times over the years, but as a trusted member of Professor Armitage's inner circle, he keeps finding himself drawn back in by the latest mystery. Now only a year from retirement, he wants nothing more than an uneventful term. Well, Nikes. Would you like to take Professor Armitage? I'm not going to use my intellect, like it's just not happening.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, that's cool.
+1 intellect, we'll take it. And then, oh, Thelia's here. Hello, Thelia. Welcome to Doomed. As you have pointed out, I am indeed joined by the Crosshair.
Hello.
Hello. And last action. I'm not going to be able to get rid of anything, so I think I'm just going to draw a card. Yeah, sure, that was a good shout. Okay, cool. Great. Great. That's us. They managed to uncover another sniveling, scared, cowering academic in the tunnels. Oh, sorry, we should have advanced the act, shouldn't we? Because we now control 4 or more ally story assets. Act 2B, the more the merrier. You are starting to gather a crowd, and it's getting difficult to keep them together and protect them all. The most recently rescued Professor Warren Rice, produces a cache of useful supplies they scavenged in the confusion. The lead investigator may choose an investigator to gain 2 resources. Jenny Barnes? 2 resources, baby.
Yeah, thought about it.
I thought about keeping it all for myself. Thelia, things are bueno. This scenario is going to hell, but things are great up in here. Crosshair, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm great. Like the scenario currently is going all 6 ways to hell.
But it's a good time all the same. Just to catch you up briefly, Thelia, Dexter Drake the Magician is being sponsored by Jenny Barnes. They were going to investigate some paranormal activity in Boston, but instead found themselves surrounded by men with guns, ghouls, and horrible monsters in the tunnels and the subways beneath the city. Caught up? Caught up. Act 3A. All aboard! Once you've rescued as many academics as you can, you need to find an unguarded exit and get out of the subway tunnels. Oh, and baseball. Of course, baseball. Thank you, the Emerald. Investigators at your location spend 3 clues as a group. Draw a face-down card beneath your location. Objective. Each undefeated investigator has resigned. Advance. Okay. I
don't have my trump card yet. You know the one I mean.
I do know the one you mean. I'm sure we can find a way out in Southside Under, because that
yeah,
just because it's the furthest, right?
And I think I have a way to get rid of the accursed.
Ooh, very nice. The oncoming Shoggoth toot-toots a little further on, as well as, of course, Bosch and the Star Chamber Superintendent also are hunting, but they're still aloof. They're just chilling. And hopefully that doesn't change anytime soon. Dexter and Jenny are indeed drawing a crowd, but hopefully they'll be able to, figure out what's going on as they continue.
We continue, yeah.
Upkeep? Yes, that's going to be useful. That's going to be very useful. I'm sure of it.
Yep. I found a card also.
A card? I love it.
Yeah.
Huzzah! We go to 3 out of 4 Doom. And we... Oh, everybody please evacuate the stadium. Choot choot. Let's draw some encounter cards. The alien sounds continue from further behind as Jenny and Dexter try to find a way forward. Oh, it's the Star Chamber Constable. A humanoid cultist. Investigator controlling the most Miskatonic cards. I drew it, so I'm pretty sure it still goes to me, because we... Miskatonic? Oh, they're all Miskatonic, yeah. Hunter. Damage dealt by this enemy must be assigned to assets if possible. I will probably be evading and running from this thing.
Yeah, actually, we both control the same amount, right?
Mm-hmm. It's true.
So I could take it.
I mean, only if you feel like it would be useful for you to have an enemy on you.
Nah, it's actually fine. I have a plan.
Okay. All right. Respect. Oh, the Star Occultist for a pickup game. What is this marked for collection? What the hell is this garbage?
Non-creature ally asset you control. If you cannot, it can search. And the attached asset is defeated and discarded. It is abducted instead. Oh, cool. There you go.
Yeah. Honestly fine, right? Like, we've got so many abductors already after us.
Yeah.
The fact that Professor Warren Rice has been marked to be abducted, though, does actually make a lot of sense to me. So there's that.
Yeah.
There's that, certainly.
Need 3 clues.
Yeah. I can get a couple, but then I would probably try to move on and maybe try to get some from the next, because we need to stay ahead of this big beefy boy that's coming our way.
Yeah, I can get try and because it's a shroud 2 for me and I have 4 on the
That's true.
bookie book. So
Yeah, it's not bad. 4 to 2 is not bad at all. Yeah, I mean, I certainly leave it to you. I think moving out of here is definitely a good shout. On my turn, I can probably get a couple clues, is my thought. And then we'll see.
yeah, if you can do your thing and move first, but then again, you could also, because I'm thinking if we can grab this last person here.
It wouldn't be a bad thing. So, yeah, but then, yes, you're right. Sorry, I'm realizing the issue. I'm sure you're realizing it as well. Like, one of us has to then stay to the end of the turn, because one of us will have gotten some clues, but we'll have to wait around to spend them. And then the Shoggoth will come and, like, beat us up pretty bad.
No, it's a fast one. So basically, let's say I take 2 clues and leave. Then on your turn you can get 1 clue, get the ally and leave.
But how would I spend your clues is the problem, right?
It's,
Like,
it's as a group. Oh yeah. At your location.
97.9, the jewel. Oh, the emerald. I love it.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if we just leave this one behind. No!
We are gonna lose people anyway. So.
I mean, that is fair. If we, you know, maybe get a clue or 2 from here, we can move on. Hopefully, get one from the next station. Keep moving. I'm sure there's a resign on the south station, and hopefully there's some way to, you know, deal with that. That'll be nice.
So yeah, basically, grab any clues we can. Move on to the next one.
Yeah. Agreed.
Right. Oh yeah. Had to pay the delay the inevitable.
Yeah, there you go. That's gonna help. That's gonna help if you have take any enemies or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Actually, that saves you from a whole Shoggoth hit too. Just one, but still.
Yep.
Still good.
I can even take a Shoggoth hit.
Yeah, that's true. I can go first, potentially.
Yeah.
Dexter's gonna try to use the might and power of the sword cane in his hand. He's gonna sort of channel some eldritch energy through it, not to hurt, but just to dazzle the Star Chamber Constable, so that he can get away from him. I'm gonna try to evade at 4 to 2. Yeah. Let's do it. Okay, sure. I didn't succeed by 2, so the alien disruption stays. But evaded. That's something. And then I... oh, that's exhausted. Yeah, I'm gonna regret this for sure. I'm gonna play another copy of Drawn to the Flame. Oh, God. Is this a bad idea? It is. We're gonna grab 2 clues right here. But of course, Dexter is indeed drawn to all sorts of horrible eldritch knowledge. Damn it, I knew it was going to be an enemy. I knew it. And I get 2 clues. Now, if I move... Must be assigned to allies. Okay, well... If I move, Alejandro will take a damage, and then someone else will take a damage. Or... This is a super silly play, Crosshair, but I think you're going to appreciate it. I'm gonna have Henry throw the last bit of his powder.
Yeah.
Because it lasts until the end of the round, so he no longer does any damage. So that I can take a move action and he won't hit me in the enemy phase is kind of the hope. So I'm just gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
Whee! And I'll see you on the other side. Action, place a damage or horror on a unique ally asset you control to discover a clue at this location. Hey.
That's a lot of clues.
It is a lot of clues, but we've got, there's lots to people to find here and things to do. I've got 2 clues. Neely asks if this situation proceeded by making the devil's lettuce in a graveyard, and unfortunately not. The doctor surgeon is just so cool. What can I tell you? All right, over to you, Jenny Barnes.
You know what I could do?
What could you do?
Try to take 3 clues here and get out.
Yeah, yes. Yes, very true.
But it's a possibility.
Yeah, well, as long as you move last action, right? Like, it's not the worst idea. That's pretty good, actually. It'd be useful for us, for sure.
Yeah,
Thelia.
Well, let's see. First, take a clue.
All right. What is this? 5 to...
5 to enough.
Yeah, I think that's plenty, hey?
Okay.
All right. Not bad.
Second action, I'm gonna put contraband into this. And... do I really need Dario at the moment?
Damn, reading in 1935? That is true, but today, maybe less so.
I'll also put Dario in this.
Okay.
So that's 6 to 2.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good. You are in tune with the other side. Very good.
Okay.
Saren Zero asks about laudanum. Great question. Not the play. I don't have a lot of expertise on the subject, but welcome to Doomed all the same. I'm joined today by the Crosshair.
Hello. No idea on laudanum.
Nope. It's a depressant.
Yeah, I meant like...
Oh, yeah. No, for sure.
We are depressed enough because of this game.
Fair.
Okay, yeah. So, last one is gonna be a 4-on-2. Just find everything she can before moving along.
Before moving... Oh. Just got off work. Saren. Dancing.
Actually... Wendy doesn't agree with this.
Okay, interesting.
Like...
Wendy Adams.
Nope. Nope.
Yep. Hey, Wendy Adams, everybody.
That's the...
Look at you getting your clues. Delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Sorry, I thought you were going to spend them here. Yeah, no, this is great. Good shout.
Yeah. Spend the 3 clues, get the last person
Who does
here,
Jenny find?
and
Hello, Mandy Thompson.
uses 2 stones unturned. Mandy has spent 10 years documenting the dream journeys of a Mr. Luke Robinson.
Hello.
She can't shake the feeling that the man who returned from the dreamland isn't the same man who entered them.
That's so... The ending of the last Doomed campaign, Luke Robinson was driven insane, but in his dreams, so he wasn't actually... Like, it affected him, but not permanently? Or not fully? Oh, this is great. What a wild crossover between Doomed and Doomed. A clue, a clue.
Yep, and I'm gonna use her special ability straight away.
Yeah, of course. Search the top 6 cards of your deck for a card and draw it.
Yeah.
So good. Mandy is one of the investigators in the Dream Eaters, I believe. A seeker. She's a great investigator for sure. Nope. Get the soundtrack again.
This choice is horrible.
Look, as long as they're not all weaknesses, Crosshair, I'm sure it's okay.
No, it's the 6 best cards that I have.
Well, sure, that makes sense.
Yep.
Reading, I chose to read into it that because Luke Robinson was in a deeper slumber, he was driven insane by Nyarlathotep. In his dreams, though, not in the waking world. So when he awoke, he was a broken man, but not, like, completely, right? He just had seen something else sort of happening. Yeah.
And ironic enough, the Crystallizer of Dreams also appeared in this campaign.
Ah,
so
sure. That's
it's
fair.
all coming together.
It's all coming together.
Last action.
Get the hell out of there! Okay. Oh, yes?
And to Dexter, like, oh, I found Mandy.
What? All right. You know, he's just like, oh, let's just keep moving. You know, there's this, like, little pack of people behind them. This little academic army. Let's see. So, enemy phase. Hunter's Hunt. Woo! They're all coming for us! The Star Chamber Constable has been, powdered, so he doesn't attack me, which is good. I'll definitely take that. And we move into Upkeep, which I will definitely also allow.
Oh, the other constable hunts also.
It was exhausted. Sorry, I read it. That was my mistake.
Cool.
Get a curse, and we go to Upkeep. Ooh, yes, please. That's gonna be delicious.
Everything is coming up.
But of course, we go to 4 out of 4 Doom, and we advance to Agenda 2B. Other threats. On it comes, on and on, a great undulating wall filling the subway with its horrifying mass. A hail of gunfire from the shadows reminds you that there remain other threats in the tunnels. Each investigator takes a damage. Now that doesn't... It's not direct damage necessarily, which is good, because I'm going to put it not on me. I'm not going to die.
Who wants damage?
Who wants the damage?
I don't want to kill Luca, well, I could kill Luca because we have other options. But we are at the end, so nope.
We're getting there. Alright, Agenda 3A, end of the line. If you stay down here for longer, perhaps you can find more of the scattered academics, but you also risk the lives of the ones you've found already. When the mythos phase ends, remove all Doom from play, discard all tokens and attachments from this card. For each Doom removed in this way, each investigator takes a damage. So at the end of every round, we have to remove a Doom, which deals us each a damage. And then free trigger, look back, advance to Agenda 3B.
Nope.
I agree, oh my god, agree wholeheartedly. What a terrible idea. All right, let's draw some encounter cards. Here we go. What do we got? Huh. Not only the alien disruption, but I've got some alien intrigues. Attach this card to your location. When you would discover the clues from this location, discover one fewer clue and discard this card. Well, we might honestly just be running from here. I don't know. We'll see, right?
I can get 3 clues per turn.
Yeah, something like that, eh? That's a beefy location. What do you get? The Crosshair? Oh.
More alien intrigues.
Okay, well, we're definitely not getting clues from here.
So basically, when you get a clue, you get -1 clue.
Right. So now that stacks, right? Because it's... Oh, right, but I guess you would just discover none and discard both of them. I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a bit of a gimme. Crosshair, can I ask very politely for us to have a quick little break here? I'm just gonna get some more water.
Yeah, I could actually use the toilet, if
Perfect.
that's okay.
Oh, it works for me, for sure. Team, we're almost at the end of the subway. We're entering the bottom of the 9th, or probably the top of the 9th. I don't really know baseball. So stick around, and we'll see if we can crack out this home run. Back to Doomed in just a second. Shoggoth train, doot doot. Shoggoth train, doot doot. We're back to Doomed. Welcome back. I can't believe we've got a train of Eldritch Horror coming to run us over. Welcome back to Doomed. Today, featuring the Crosshair.
Hello.
Hello, Crosshair. How you doing?
Good enough.
Good enough. That's okay by me. Yeah. So, I mean, what's the plan, Stan?
Well, this location is dead.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to agree. We can do the action on it to discover a clue, but then of course we don't actually, because the alien intrigues go off, and then we'd have to continue to get clues that way. And I didn't discover a clue tool the whole time.
So yeah, I can go ahead and clear out the next location at least.
I say go for it. I feel relatively confident in my ability to hopefully not just get completely run over back here.
Yep. Let's see. So, hop on over to the last
Jenny
station.
Barnes!
Action. Resign. The exit's here and unguarded. Did the agents not yet reach the station?
When you resign, place each ally story asset you control in a rescued pile. That's good. Oh, are you gonna beat up this guy?
Well, it engages me. It's aloof.
Oh.
Right.
I mean, you know, if you want to beat it up, I mean, please feel free. I'm I'm here for it. But you do you.
Jenny walks into the station and sees this mumbling, accursed follower just chanting in the corner and causing odd, bad vibes in the whole station. Then their head gets blown off by someone.
Oh my god.
Jenny knows lots of people in lots of places and just
Yep. Wow.
a cursed follower just
Boom.
happens to go away.
I have a feeling that won't be the last time we see this accursed follower, but we'll still take it. Oh, and you can attach that to your, if you want to your crystallizer. There's a lot happening on this board here, but
true.
I figured you want to do that.
Put that there.
Yay.
Yeah, the small favor is a nice little.
Absolutely. Oh yeah. Some free-
Especially if you pay 6, you can do it from far away.
Yeah. Which is kind of fun. Yeah, you send somebody, exactly right. You send somebody after them to like take care of business.
So I'm going to resign after you because reasons.
Okay, all right, respect.
But before that, could do that. I need that. But I can get that. Yeah, okay. So Jenny is a collector of odd little trinkets and stuff. Shiny things like the Karen's opal and the crystallizer of dreams. And this small little trinket.
Okay. Ooh.
Eye of Jinn.
Ooh. The vessel of good and evil.
Yeah, it's an exceptional item. And when I initiate a skill test, I can exhaust it, set the base skill value to 5. And if tokens are revealed, I can take an additional turn or ready it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean,
that's
yeah.
a lot of good.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is pretty sweet, yeah. And it kind of just rests in the palm of her hand. There's no bless in the bag, I know for sure, so that won't happen, unfortunately. But there's certainly a good number of curse tokens in there.
Yep. So
Yep.
that means that with any luck, I could run this infinite.
That's a good point. Well, it does exhaust as well. Oh, I guess with the blessed tokens, it would ready it, and then that'd be pretty sweet. But yeah.
Oh, yeah. But you still get an extra turn from it, yeah.
Which is good, definitely.
So, what to do? 2 actions left.
Jenny Barnes. I could
Chris
leave.
Rao.
Or...
Yeah, I could leave. Let's just investigate. And exhaust the Eye of Jinn. So that means that it's a 6 on 3.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do I have anything?
Not that bad.
Yeah, might as well.
Alright. I'll buy lockpicks.
7 on 3. Cool.
Nice.
That's by story assets. Cool.
So I think you're still good, right? That's 3. Yeah, -3.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. It's 1.
We can get one more person.
Yeah, maybe even more.
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna use the Mandy Thompson last thing.
Sure. Free action. Yeah.
Gonna grab something.
Something good, I hope.
Yeah. Well, not that.
Oh.
Oh yes, definitely that. Because there's some nasty things in my deck that I don't want to draw.
Yeah. That's for sure.
And that's... Then I'm gonna need... I'm just gonna try and investigate.
Sure.
4 on 3.
4 to 3. It certainly happens from time to time, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I mean, if it was gonna happen, right?
Yeah. Not this time.
Nope.
But 1 less curse token. So.
Huzzah! Let's... Here we go.
And he's just waiting there for...
For Dexter to come down. Dexter's got a few people who are trying to trip him up here. He's tussling with an agent. I think you'll recognize this Crosshair. Fast, I'm going to play Obfuscation, which is similar to the mists from before, but I think this is more of a, trick of the light that Dexter is sort of dealing with here. When an enemy makes an attack of opportunity against you, spend a charge, cancel that attack. So I will, first action, I'll move. Oh, I don't need to exhaust it. So I'll avoid the attack of opportunity from moving. And then I will try to, I guess, evade this constable. I'm wondering, do I want to... Oh, I should have done that back there. Sorry. That was a bit foolish. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bit foolish. Yeah, let's try it. 4 to 2. Or...
Oh, I can actually help with this.
What?
You're evading.
I am using my willpower this time, just in case that's something might be.
Oh, right. Yeah.
No. Okay. Yeah, let's use some willpower. Oh, actually. No. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I'm just looking at the icons in my hand. Yes, let's do it. 4 to 2. I'll throw in a wild to be 6 to 2. Sorry, 5 to 2. Absolutely classic. What I can do, last action, I can spend these clues to grab one more person, and then I can resign with them so that they're all safe.
Yeah, that's fine.
What do you think about that? Because that would leave you on your own.
I can handle it because there's only one enemy here.
Yes.
And yeah, I can tank the damage anyway.
Well then, if you don't mind, let's spend these clues and see who we get this time. Who is here just waiting at the end to leave? Oh, hello. Crosshair, is that you?
Yeah.
This is Curtis Waitley, majoring in parapsychology, a sorcerer. After you succeeded a skill test on a treachery card, exhaust this to gain a draw card. The heir to Dunish's storied Waitleys sought out Professor Armitage in Arkham in an attempt to piece together his family history. Though darkness hangs over his destiny, Armitage hopes that there is more of old Zebulon in him than the others. I'm gonna grab this guy and I'm gonna get the heck out of here. If that doesn't make you too mad.
No, go for it. It's actually perfect.
Perfect. So I will leave. Well, this guy is going to be left behind at your location, so he'll engage you. But we've rescued 3 people so far. I'm sure we'll rescue some more shortly. I'm going to make a little rescued pile up here with Curtis on top. And Dexter is gone.
Alrighty. So, enemy phase, engage, and it deals damage straight away.
In the enemy phase, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have 8 health, so it's fine.
And of course, Hunter's Hunt. Sorry, I should have done that first. Excuse me. All these hunters are like barreling further towards. The oncoming Shoggoth takes care of 2 more people who must have been left behind. Oh no, those are abducted people. Okay.
All right. Keep.
You can do it, Crosshair. I believe in you.
Oh, that's funny. I drew the trump card.
Oh.
You know the one.
I think I do, yeah. In the mythos phase. Okay, so I place a doom, and then you draw a card, and then something else happens at the end of the mythos phase? What is this? Remove all doom from play, discard all tokens and attachments. For each doom removed this way, each investigator takes a damage. Okay, so I guess... Yeah, I think you draw your encounter card just in case it adds more doom, and then you potentially take some damage, which sucks.
Yeah, but I'm out of here anyway. So.
That's true. That's true. So I guess yeah, you see what you get. Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
Trackless darkness is the darkness leading backwards, probably.
Yeah. So, the whole metro system just goes dark,
Oh.
which makes sense because there's a wall of flesh blocking all light.
Makes perfect sense. I'm gonna remove a doom from the agenda and deal you a damage, apparently. I don't like that. It's not very nice.
Yeah, I'm just wondering where to put that damage. Well, I could put it on Wendy.
Yeah, it's true. Wendy Adams. I am so excited to look at this reading. Oh boy.
4 actions.
Reading. That's very funny. Thelia, that's specifically for you. All right. Okay, what do we got? What do you got? What are we doing?
4 actions. 4 actions. The last action will be to resign.
Mm-hmm. Work backwards. That's fair.
I'm going to first try to evade this Star Chamber Constable.
Yeah, get him out
So
of
I
here.
can actually do something. So I'm gonna use the Eye of Jinn on that.
Okay.
So that's a 5 on 2 and 6 on 2.
Cat burglar.
Yeah. 6 on 2.
Seems good to me.
And there goes. So there's a lot of enemies, but none of them are bothering Jenny.
Not right now. Most of them are just watching, you know? They're just like seeing what she'll do, I guess.
Yeah, and what she'll do is, of course, looking at all these walls of flesh and this Bosch abomination and the darkness, and I think
course.
she's been delving too
Of
deep.
course she has. Yeah, of course. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate the experience, that's for sure.
Yep. So, every investigator. Okay. That's me. Endless tunnel.
Just die. It's just gonna say die. That's what it's gonna say. No, I'm kidding.
Nah, I just can't move.
Oh, damn. Can you imagine if your last action was gonna be move, resign, though?
Yeah.
Ooh, woo.
Well, that wouldn't be a problem either. I'm just thinking, can I get anything else out of this?
If you could get... Oh, 3 clues. Never mind. Never mind.
3 clues is a bit much, unless I stay here.
Yeah. Unless you... Yeah.
There's gonna be 1 damage from the, like, end of the line. Then it would be 2... Yeah, I can't really tank that.
At this point, yeah.
So... And I haven't drawn any weaknesses, so let's not do that. So, second to last action, take a resource.
Sure.
Just finding all the coins and stuff that she can.
Grabbing money off the street. Just incredible.
Before, of course, I'm out of here.
Perfect.
I get the hell out of here.
Quitters may never win, but they also rarely die. That's great.
And that's Jenny resigned.
Yep. And we save a whole bunch more people, which is great.
Yeah, there's one. You go away, you go away. Leo isn't saved.
No, what does it say? Does it say unique story assets? Ally story assets are rescued, yeah. What? No. Yay! Alright, let's have a look. Scenario 1, resolution. If no resolution was reached, each investigator resigned. Lost and scattered in the dark, you somehow find your way to an unguarded exit. A voice calls down to you from above. This way, quickly. It's safe for now, but they'll return soon. You drag yourself upwards to safety. Resolution 1. You emerge onto the concourse at South Station to a scene of carnage. Oh my god. Multiple dead agents are heaped onto the ground, and standing calmly among them is the man you heard call out. He looks wild and unkempt, obviously having been living rough, and is holding a military rifle. One of the Miskatonic academics gasps. William? William Dyer? He grunts. Ugh. What the devil happened to you, man? Where have you been? What's going on? The stranger, evidently Miskatonic University's favorite missing geologist, William Dyer, looks over your small group of survivors. I told Moore, he says. More to himself than any of you. I told him not to go poking around down there. I pleaded. Now look what he's stirred up. He looks each of you directly in the eyes. These attacks aren't going to stop unless we cut them off at the source. You can come with me and help me deal with them, and perhaps we can rescue some of our colleagues, or you can keep running till they catch you. You coming? We gotta leave immediately. Confused, you ask where to. Where do you think? Dyer replies. Antarctica. For some reason. In your campaign log, record the investigators escaped the agents of the Star Chamber in Boston. Escaped the agents of the Star Chamber in Boston. It's a very long note. All remaining cards are abducted. Kinda sucks. The Scott Cross Buns live another day. If there are at least 5 cards per player in the rescued pile, add a cultist to the chaos bag. Okay.
But there's not.
There aren't. I guess cultists maybe would be good. No. Check the victories.
Yeah, it's a 0.
Right. Okay, well, okay, so that's too bad. We didn't get 10. That's okay. Check the victor display. If Bosch is in the victor display, record Bosch under deceased, fine. Otherwise, add an elder thing to the bag. Okie dokie, I hate it. Done and done. If there's at least one story asset in the scenario discard pile, likely due to being defeated without being abducted, add a skull token. But I don't think so, because all of the people either got abducted or we saved them. None of them got just randomly discarded.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of random that it happened that way. But each investigator earns experience equal to victory X. In addition, for each card in the rescue pile, choose an investigator to earn an additional experience point. Oh, experience must be divided as evenly as possible.
Yeah.
And then we have to choose something. Okay, so we each gain 2. Huzzah. Plus... Oh, 3 each. Oh, yes, sorry. Oh, yep. Yeah, you should probably take those back. So we each gain... Well, sorry. We each gain 5 victory points. But I know that that's slightly different for some than others.
Yeah, like...
I'll just...
I only get 7.
Oh, only. Okay. I'll just go ahead and mark that down for us here. Scenario 1. I'm going to write 5/7 because I'll know what that means. Okay, that's pretty good. But then there's a choice. The investigators must choose. Wait, the abducted academics must still be in the city. We have to try to rescue them. Proceed to resolution 2. Or, there's no time to help. Skip to resolution 3.
Yeah.
We haven't looked ahead. We don't know what this sort of implies. Would Dexter and Jenny want to go after the people who were abducted and try to hit them where they live here in Boston? Or would they rather just follow this crazed man to Antarctica immediately?
Well, Jenny has had a bad case, when following men on adventures, like, for example, a boat. And also, I don't think they'd be the type of people who leave people behind.
I agree. They're both roguish, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're just like terrible people who don't care.
Yeah, they leave people behind, but they don't leave people behind.
Yeah, exactly. Hang on, what? No, let's do it. I agree. We have to try to rescue them. Resolution 2. The rest of the night passes in a blur of gunfights and empty warehouses. Shit. By dawn, you are convinced that the Star Chamber have left the city, but you intercept one unmarked van. There is not a shred of useful evidence, but in the back, you find several of the abducted academics bound and still alive. Look at the cards in the abducted pile. Each investigator may choose one in the abducted pile and move it to the rescued pile. Add occultist to the chaos bag for the remainder of the campaign.
Okay.
It's probably
So
good.
we look at the...
It's those guys, yeah. Now,
Whole pile.
should I take back Renfield? Because I still have a copy, but I'm not sure if it's gonna keep my card away or not. I'll have to find out, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take Renfield, but...
No, I don't think so. I think I'm not going to. I think I'm going to just try to take someone else and rescue them, whoever that is. And we'll see if that's interesting.
There's a lot of familiar faces here.
I bet. Okay, what do we got? Oh, can I also look while you're looking? Let's find out. Yes! Ooh. Who are all of these people? Oof. Oh, wow. Okay. That seems really good. I think I know what I'm gonna take, or who I'm gonna take. Rescue, rather. Sorry, we don't get them necessarily, but it's a question of rescuing, right?
I was thinking of Rita Young.
Yeah, Rita's great. And I was thinking of Mikolas Ossi, the sorcerer. Sorry, the professor of optometry, randomly. All right.
So basically we chose the people who are most beneficial to us, as rogues do.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that does sound about right. Just we'll see if we end up getting them, right? If we move them to the rescued pile. We've already gained our XP. That's okay. And then proceed to resolution 3. With little time to prepare... Oh, damn it. You leave Boston Harbor on board a ship bound for Argentina. Wait a second. Paximo's right. Rita Young? She's alive! Rita is nationally renowned for the silver medal she won at the Los Angeles Olympics, but regarded by Professor Armitage more for her role in solving the mystery of the Vanderbilt Mansion. I mean... She was left at the end of the freaking universe. I didn't think she was going to make it back. Apparently she's fine.
She got better.
She got better. She's the director of athletics now. Damn. Okay. Record the title of each card in the abducted pile, even non-story assets under missing. Okay. Record the name of each story asset in the discard pile. There's none. As deceased. Record the name of each story asset in the rescued pile under survivors. For the rest of the campaign, investigators may include one of the story asset under survivors in their deck. Well, there you go. Doesn't count towards limits. They may freely add or remove story assets under survivors to or from, as long as there's no more than one. If it is no longer under survivors, it has to be removed. That's fine. For the rest of the campaign, when choosing a replacement, you may not play an investigator whose name is under missing. Proceed to interlude 1. But I think we will leave that for I'm going to record all this stuff, but I'm not going to record it now. That's for sure. I'm going to save this.
I think the 14 cards that we started with, these ones up here, I think those are the deceased ones.
Oh, because they're just disappeared, right?
Yeah, this is the discarded pile, I think.
Yeah, I think originally it was like make a pile of enough to have 2 per investigator times 7, and then the rest get removed. It wasn't clear to me necessarily.
Yeah. So I think the discarded pile is the people that we didn't choose, and those are dead.
Yikes.
So all these 14 people, I have to look through them just because...
Just we need to know. This is, of course, right up until the moment where they say, place Doom on this agenda equal to the number of deceased people. And then we'll talk about whether they're actually deceased or not. That's what we'll say. Paximo, I love it. I think, yeah, she went to the ends of the earth with Pete Sylvester, who I'm pretty sure is not here. And yeah, I think she was spat back out maybe 8-9 years later, sort of in the future, but she doesn't really understand. Going to Professor Armitage, she explained what happened, and he believed her and got her a job there, which is pretty sweet. Anything exciting, Crosshair, in the deceased pile?
I was just checking if one particular person is in there, but wasn't.
Okay, all right.
Just in case Jenny decides to leave.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, there's lots to consider here. And there'll be
basically...
Yep.
Yeah, at the start of the next scenario, we get to choose one to add to our deck. Correct.
One of the rescued people.
Yeah,
of which there are quite a few very interesting choices, actually. So that's kind of fun. If Pete Sylvester shows up, I'm gonna actually explode Paximo. That was one of my favorite storylines. I loved it. But I think that brings us to the end of the scenario for now, which is good because it's been some time.
We did rather well.
I'd say so. Did we get... We got 6, right, in the end, and then +2 just now kind of thing? We'd need to have gotten quite a few more people to get that, like, get that excellent other bonus or whatever, because they wanted 10, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it would have been only like a cultist sign.
Yeah, so you know what? I think... I mean, we're still alive, right? That's the...
Yeah, like... That would have been bad.
Yeah, exactly. No,
and we did get like 5 experience.
Yes, I was going to say we didn't, Crosshair.
Yeah.
I'm glad people are enjoying the story very much. And no TPK, also fantastic. I have to agree. It's not usually a thing in the first scenario, but this time around I was getting a little concerned.
It didn't go well, but it went well enough.
I would say so. And honestly, like, this amount of experience is enough to, like, pretty strongly update one's deck for sure. Which is really exciting. So that's very cool.
And we did both resign, so
There you go. Well, I'm going to call the rest of the stream off then. Thank you all very much for joining us tonight on Doomed. As a reminder, we have just a chill, I believe, video game stream tomorrow on RPG Clinic. We're missing a Kate, so no King's Dilemma, which is too bad, because some crazy things have happened in the past that I'm looking forward to exploring further. But hope you can join us for that and other streams throughout the week. I stream on this channel on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. You can catch me for more Dr. Surgeon MD. And yeah, join the Discord to find out more. Right in time to say goodnight, Brazinga. Yeah, there you go. Crosshair, the last closing thoughts. It's been great to start a new campaign with you.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's great to start a new campaign.
Yeah, basically, right? And hopefully not kind of, explode immediately.
Yeah, it's gonna be a ride.
That is correct. Thank you all very much for joining us. Have a great rest of the night. See you around.
Bye-bye.